guys. So my hair looks different. I haven't had it cut. My fringe is like really long and I was doing my makeup. And usually when I do my makeup I tie my fringe and like the sides of my hair back. All in the same ponytail up here. And then I took it out and my fringe just got mucked up and I couldn't be bothered fixing it. Anyway, as you can probably tell from the title, this video is about how I scare people. I may not look scary, but really I am. And ask people why, like if I scare them and how do I scare them. I never got a lot of people that told me that I'm scary. Most people said that I don't scare them at all, but that's probably because I don't talk to them. And then that kind of caused a fight because she said that I'm not this, I'm labelling myself blah blah blah, and then a fight happened. So my mum says that I scare her because of my temper. I think the only reason I scare like my temper scares people, especially her, is because when it's, you know, that time, I'm not gonna say it, but like, yeah, when it's like, you know, Logan started crying because Daniel's tormenting him, but like, Daniel's acting like there's nothing wrong. Anyway, when it's that time, I turn into like the devil kind of thing. Like as long as I have chocolate, blankets, and I'm in my room playing video games or watching movies, then I'm fine as long as you stay away from me. So, Mum, from now on, when I'm in a bad mood, stay away from me. Then you won't get scared. Daniel says that it is because I look like an ogre with my big glasses, my spots, and my short brown hair. To me, I kinda look like one of the people for X-Men. I can't remember like what he's called or who he's called. But like in X-Men he has like the long curly brown hair that comes down to here. Kind of like Jon Snow hair, but not exact. He's not Jon Snow because Jon Snow is Kit Harington, and I know Kit Harington when I see Kit Harington. So the dude that I'm talking about for X-Men is not Kit Harington. Anyway, Daniel, I don't know why you think I'm an ogre, because we both look exactly the same. Anyway, the main reason why I scare people is what goes on in my head, or my imagination. I have been told by some people in the past that my imagination scares them. And I think I've scared my cousins with my imagination sometimes. Because, well, we were doing this kind of roleplay thing on a Facebook group for the Maze Runner because thanks to me they love Maze Runner. I'm the best cousin in the world. Go me. Thanks to me, they love Maze Runner, and I was like, you know what, do you want to do a Maze Runner roleplay? And they were like, yeah. So I made a group and I added them, and I was just like, you know what, I'll tell y'all a story, and they were like, okay then, and I wrote a whole paragraph of like what I was going to tell them, and instantly after I put that, Abby has left the chat group, Millie has left the chat group, and then there's me forever alone in a chat group. There was also one time when I was talking to one of my friends, and she likes Maze Runner, liked Maze Runner as well at the time, and I said to her, oh, what would be really cool? It would be really cool if the Maze Runner characters came to life and we became best friends with them, and then we got married to them and had beautiful children and lived happily ever after. And instantly she walked off, leaving me on my own. And that is how my imagination scares people. I like my imagination, because I have had a really good imagination for like forever. And I think my imagination is why I read and write stories, because if the book describes a character, then I can imagine that character in my head. Sorry, I thought my door was opening, but I can imagine the character in my head, even if there's already a movie or a TV show made for the book or something like that. So yeah, my imagination's quite weird, and then I can probably make up a story in my head, like right now, which I don't know. Okay, so I've made up a story in my head. So vampires have taken over the world, and children get auctioned off as blood slaves for vampires, and then a girl gets auctioned off to a vampire, and he's a vampire king, and then they fall in love, and then they die. Well, she dies, and then he's sad, and then she comes back to life, and then he saves her, and he gets his neck snapped off and dies and everything. So see, my imagination is quite weird. When I said that my imagination, I think that's why I write stories. Like the types of stories that I can write. I've never tried to write like teen fiction. I don't actually get that. I don't actually know, because I was going to say Maze Runner was like teen fiction, but I think that's sci-fi. And then I was going to say the same thing about Divergent, but then I think that's sci-fi, because I think dystopian counts as like sci-fi. But like, I've never tried to write teen fiction or romance, because romance is a bit too like thingy for me, like kissing and like everything like that, and because of the age I am, I can't describe sex, so can't write romance. When my imagination scares people and they just walk away, that just gives me time to daydream. And then in class at school, usually I just daydream. Like if it's a boring class, for example, RE, because I don't have an opinion on religion. If I never really need to like think of like, or I don't know, but like as this religion, you know, I don't know, like I don't listen. I just sit and daydream and make up like little stories in my head. My imagination also scares me sometimes, because if I have a nightmare, then the nightmare keeps going in my head when I wake up, which is kind of weird. And then if I have a dream, like a really good dream, then that just keeps going in my head. And sometimes I can see my imagination like going on right in front of me, like all the people that are in my imagination are talking to me. Like everyone in my imagination are talking to me. They are walking around like in front of me and everything, saying hi. And I'm basically like in the place where my imagination is. Another reason why I scare people is I jump out of nowhere sometimes, and like scream, and then they just end up screaming and run away, which is kind of fun. But everybody does that. But I do it all the time. I just go overboard. Also, what scares some people is the fact that I'm really quiet, because no one knows what I'm up to, especially in here. So yeah, that scares a lot of people. If this video does not make sense, I have completely forgotten, like halfway through making this video, I completely forgot what this video was about, and I just started talking about my imagination. And yeah, so sorry if you don't understand this video. Anyway, I'm just gonna say a couple of things before I end the video. So tomorrow I am getting new glasses. I'm getting 2 new pairs of glasses, because I need them, and these ones are just getting boring because they're just like plain blue. So yeah, and I'm going to be vlogging tomorrow probably, so expect a vlog to happen. I will also be uploading a video later about some things that have happened, and for some reason I'm clicking my T's. What am I doing? Wait, I'm gonna put up a video later about something, like things that have happened. Daniel came in my room and then my dad shouting at him for it because he's not allowed in. I hope you liked this video. Leave a like if you did, and comment what videos you want to see, and subscribe if you want to. Bye.